I'm Kim Shan, founder of Rethink Yoga. Thank you for joining me. When our energy is stuck and we feel weighed down, heavy, sometimes stiff in our joints or our muscles, and that contracted feeling, in those moments or sometimes days that we feel that way, it can be very difficult to have a sense of control over our own well-being. It becomes necessary to find some way of moving that energy up and out of our bodies. This series that I'm going to show you is designed to do exactly that. We're going to lift energy from the base all the way up the body and get rid of a sense of feeling stuck and contracted. We're going to engage muscles but also lengthen, beginning with Rethink Sun Salutations to really warm up the body and lift the heart rate, and then going into lengthening and strengthening vinyasas, twists, some balance, and opening poses. But we don't want to just lift energy up and out and get all flighty. Then we want to bring a sense of empowerment back to our being, a sense of calm centeredness. So we'll then draw our positive energy to our core to complete with a sense of feeling more balanced and ready for whatever comes next. So join me on the mat and we'll start in down dog. Come forward to plank. Lower halfway to the floor, chaturanga, and then all the way to your belly. Lift up to cobra pose. And then over soft knees, exhale into down dog. And walk your feet up just a little bit until your heels plant on the floor. Then you're going to lift your right leg straight out to the side of your body. Keep your shoulders square and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing your leg back behind you for three-legged dog. Push into the ball of your right foot and open your right hip toward the ceiling. Big stretch. Square your hips. Right foot down, down dog. Then flexing your left foot straight out to the side of your body. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing it back, three-legged dog. Push into the ball of your foot and open your hip. Square your hips first and then left foot down on the floor, down dog. Come forward into plank. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Up dog, or you can take cobra. And then down dog is your exhale. Look up between your thumbs. Float your feet top of the mat or walk to the top of the mat. Look up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Then taking an inhale to chair pose. Exhale, swing your arms back, bring your chest to your thighs. Inhale, hips low, swing your arms up. Exhale, right foot into lunge as you swing your arms back. Inhale, swing up. Exhale, hands plant, left foot to plank. Lower halfway. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Breathing in, right foot lifts. Breathing out, knee to nose. step forward, and inhale, arms swing up. Exhale, arms swing back. Inhale, swing up to chair. Make a prayer overhead. Straighten up, reach back. Hands to your heart. Inhale to chair. Exhale, swing back. Inhale, swing up. Exhale, swing back, left foot to lunge. Inhale, swing up. Exhaling, plank. Lower. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, step and swing your arms up. Exhale, swing back. Inhale, step up, chair pose. Make a prayer, reach up and reach back. Hands to your heart. Inhale for 3. Inhale 2. One more inhale. Next inhale, chair pose. Exhale, swing back. Inhale, swing up. Exhale, swing back, right foot to lunge. Inhale, swing up. Exhale, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, core plank. Inhale, step up and swing up. Exhale, swing back. Inhale to chair. Make a prayer. Drop your tailbone as you lift your heart. Anjali Mudra. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, chair. Exhale, swing back. Inhale, swing up. Exhale, left foot to lunge. Inhale, swing up. High to low. Up dog. Down dog. Left leg high. Knee to nose. Step up and swing up. Swing back. Step up to chair. Make a prayer. Reach it up and reach it back. Hands to your heart. Inhale 3. Inhale 2. Big inhale. Next inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, float back, low push-up. Inhale, heart high. Exhale, hips high. Inhale for 3. Inhale 2. Inhale 1. As you inhale, look forward. Exhale and float forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Float back as you exhale. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale 3. Inhale 2. Inhale 1. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, float. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hinge forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, float. Up dog. Down dog. And come right back into plank pose. Roll into your left hand, Vasisthasana, into your left side. Right arm lifts. And see how you feel about lifting your right knee toward the ceiling. Hold for 5. It's an option. 4, 3, 2, come back to plank. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Come right back to plank. Shift into your right hand, both heels right. Vasisthasana. Option to lift your left knee. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to plank. Lower halfway. Lift your heart and lift your hips. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Breathe in for 2. And out. Breathing 1. As you inhale, look forward. As you exhale, float top of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hinge forward. Halfway up. And float back. Up dog. Down dog. Lift your right leg high. Bend your knee and open your hip. Press your right foot to the side of your body. Tent the fingers of your right hand. Nice and controlled. Using your core, nice and slow, lift your dog. When the right foot comes down, lift your hips and reach your right arm overhead. One more big inhale. As you exhale, flip back, right hand down, side plank to the right, left arm up. Inhale, 3, 2, and left hand down. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Left leg lifts. Bend your knee. Stack your left hip on top of your right hip. You can see that left foot underneath your right armpit. Then tent your left fingers. Come into your core strength. Nice and slow. From your core, flip your dog, left foot down, and then lift your hips high. One more inhale. Exhale. Flip back. Left hand down, both heels left. Side plank to the left. Inhale for 3. And 2. Big inhale. Plank pose. Down dog. Woo! Whew. Big inhale. Look forward. As you exhale, float your feet top of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Arms overhead. Inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Come back to your center. So no matter what pulls you off center, no matter what flipping life brings you through, always you can come back here. Right to midline, right to your center. You own it. Big inhale. Long exhale. Next, inhale to chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, swing your arms back. Inhale, swing up. Exhale, swing back, right foot to lunge. Inhale, swing up. Plant your hands. Swing your left foot, three-legged dog. Cross your ankles or keep your foot high for three-legged plank. Lower, heart up. Three-legged dog, left leg high. Exhale, left knee into your nose. Inhale, step up to lunge. Swing your arms. Swing back. Swing up to chair. Make a prayer. Reach it up. And reach it back. Hands to your heart. Inhale 3. Inhale 2. Inhale. Next inhale, chair pose. Exhale, swing back. Inhale, swing up. Exhale, swing back, left foot to lunge. Swing up. Plant your hands. Right leg lifts. Same option, cross or keep it lifted. Three-legged plank. Lower. Up dog. Right heel high. And then knee to nose as you exhale. Step forward, swing your arms up, swing back, swing up to chair, make a prayer, reach it up, reach it back, hands to your heart. Inhale 3, inhale 2, one more inhale. Next inhale, you guessed, chair pose. This time as you exhale, you're folding all the way over your thighs, forward fold. Then look up and lengthen halfway up. Reach your tail back and your heart moves forward. A lot of length in the spine. As you exhale, plant your hands, float back to chaturanga. Up dog, belly up and in, down dog. Lift your right leg high. Bring your right knee to your right shoulder as you shift your shoulders over your fingertips. Then three-legged dog. Left shoulder shifting forward. Three-legged dog. Knee to nose. Exhale. Pull up, pull up, pull up. And then step your right foot top of the mat. Pivot your left heel down 45 degrees. We're lifting up to warrior 1. Sink your hips. And pull your hip bones, front of the hip bones up, rotating your left ribs toward the front of the room. Shoulders soft, fingertips reaching. Then straighten your right knee. Hinge at your hips and reach forward. Bring your torso parallel to the floor. Pull your right hip back in space. Hold for 5. Belly lifts. 4. Biceps frame your ears. 3. 2. Hands to the earth. Frame your front foot. Look up and lengthen. Keep hugging your right hip back. And then fold over your thigh. Keep your spine nice and long. Crown of the head still reaching away from your hips. Hold for 5. 4. 3. Try to level your sacrum. 2. And 1. Look up halfway. Now, if your back heel is not grounded, you need to get it grounded on the floor. So you might have to step it up just a little bit. Take your left hand to the instep of your front foot, or you can go to the outside of your front foot. Take your right hand to your right hip. Press your right hip back. As you press your right hip back, it rolls your right ribs to the ceiling. Once your ribs are stacked, right arm lifts. Hold for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Look down at your right foot. Step your left hand forward of your right big toe and your left leg lifts. Keep rolling your right ribs toward the ceiling. Right arm high. Hold for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Both hands to the earth. Step your left foot back. Replant your left heel. This time, you're hugging your right hip under your body and rolling your left ribs toward the ceiling. Reach your left arm across your left ear. Deep breath. Keep rolling your left ribs toward the ceiling. Hold for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Both hands frame your front foot. Step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Up dog or cobra pose. Exhale into down dog. Big deep breath coming back to your center, your focal point. Paying attention to the breath will always bring you back to this moment, just this pose. Then we'll take left leg high. Bring your left knee to your left shoulder as you pivot your heart forward. Then three-legged dog. Left knee, right shoulder. Three-legged dog. Knee into your chest. See if you can kiss your nose. Pull it up, really far up. Use your core. And then left foot, top of the mat. Coming into warrior one, so you pivot your back heel, right heel to 45 degrees. Lift your arms up overhead. Hips sink, heart moves forward. Shoulders soft, but fingertips reach. Hold for 5. 4. 3. 2. and 1. Straighten your left knee. Move that left hip back in space. Heart moves forward, fingertips move forward. Angle your torso and fix your gaze on your left big toe. Breathing 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands frame your front foot. Look up and lengthen. Left hip back, heart moves forward. Keep space in your spine. Keep pulling your spine out of your hips. And then fold. Nice, smooth, deep breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look up halfway. Now, you might have to pull this back foot up a little bit. Make sure that your right heel is well grounded for balance. The right hand can come to the instep of your left foot, or take it into a deeper twist, right hand to the outside of your left foot, your choice. Left hand to your left hip. As you press your left hip back, your left ribs roll up toward the ceiling. Come right to your edge, and then left arm lifts. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look down at your left foot. Walk your right hand 8 inches forward of your left big toe. Shift and lift your right leg. Keep twisting your chest to the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both hands down. Step your right foot back. Right toes are pointing to the long side of your mat. Left hand is outside your left ankle and a little behind your heel. Hug your left hip under your body. Right ribs toward the ceiling. Right arm across your ear. Now you can look up, but if that bothers your neck, you can also look down. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more deep breath, and then through vinyasa, come back into plank, lower halfway, up dog, down dog. Take a big inhale, look up between your thumbs. As you exhale, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And then sink your hips for chair pose. Take your hands to your heart in Anjali Mudra and twist over your right thigh. Digging your armpit as deep over your right knee as you can. Press your hands. Take a really big twist. Nice smooth breath. Feel your belly pull in as you exhale. Then look down at your big toe. Pull up onto the ball of your left foot. Keep into the twist. Lift your left foot off of the ground and step it back into a twisted lunge. Reestablish your twist. Long spine. Navel in. Take an inhale. As you exhale, wind your arms open and all the way around to warrior 2. Sink your hips. Feel that quad fire. And then hands top of the mat. Step forward into forward fold. Take your feet hip distance. Grab your big toes with your two peace fingers. Look up halfway and lengthen. Knees can be soft. As you exhale, elbows out to the side. Use your biceps to pull into a deep fold. Release the bind. Toe heel your feet together. Sink your hips. And come back to your chair pose. Arms overhead, shoulders soft. Anjali Mudra, right in front of your heart. Twist your right elbow over your left thigh. Dig it as deep as you can. Make sure your hips are square, knees are level, and then rotate deep into the twist. Feel the belly pull up and in. Then take a look down at your left foot. Pull up onto your right foot. Get onto that left foot for balance. The right foot gets light. Lift your right foot and step it back. Twisted lunge. Reestablish the twist, nice and deep. Next exhale, belly pulls in. Then open your arms. Wind it up. Warrior two. Find that quad, you should be feeling it. Big deep breath. Windmill your hands top of the mat and step forward again, forward fold. Take your feet about hip distance a little wider. Take your left hand to the floor under your chest. Open your right arm into a twist. Hips are moving back, don't let them sway. Straight back, the twist is from the middle of your spine and your upper back. Both hands down. Left arm lifts. Both hands down. Soften your knees. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow for ragdoll. Relax your head and neck. Coming back to the breath over and over again. Release the mind on your elbows, grab your hips. Roll your back up to standing. Head is going to be the last to arrive, nice and slow and easy. We're going to take some balance poses. So I'll face you. Let's start with right arm up, left palm open. You want to grab the instep of your left foot and then press your left foot back. Natarajasana, dancer pose. Fix your gaze in front of you. Focus the mind to stillness. Feel the openness and the breath move your body. One more big breath. And then nice and easy, no pushing the ejector button. Release your foot, step it back into a lunge. Arms overhead. Then right away we're going to shift back into this right foot and lift to warrior three. Belly up and in. Keep the breath smooth. Then reaching your arms overhead, hug your left knee up into your chest. Standing stick pose. Now twisting, bring your right arm forward and your left arm back. Come back to center and left foot down. Keep your left arm lifted. Right palm open. How'd we do? Catch your right foot. There's always another side to practice with. Press your foot back into your hand. Holding and breathing. Nice and easy, release the foot, step it back into lunge. Then shift right into your left foot, warrior three. Fix your gaze to the floor. Start to lift, knee to chest. Nice and steady. Left arm forward, right arm back, take the twist. Come back to center and release. Exhale into fold. Look up, lengthen your spine. Exhale to chaturanga. Up dog and down dog. Lift your right leg high. Knee to nose. Right foot to the top of the mat. And take your left knee to the earth. Good. Now your left forearm is going to come across the top of the mat, and your right hand grabs your back ankle. Then press your left foot into your hand, and this turns into a very nice open back bend. Your head goes back last. Come back to center. Step back to down dog. Left leg lifts. Core plank. Left foot top of the mat. Right knee to the earth. Now your right arm comes across the top of the mat and your hand can rest on your left foot. Left hand to your back ankle. Try not to grab the foot because you tend to sickle your foot if you're grabbing it. So grab the ankle, keep the ankle safe. Press your ankle into your hand and it opens your left shoulder, heart toward the ceiling. Release the mind. Step back into down dog. And then bring both shins down onto the mat. Keep your knees together, but open your ankles toward the edges of your mat. We're going to sit right down between our ankles. If this is too much, sitting up on a block is a good idea. All good? So bringing this into a back bend, let me scooch forward a little bit. So, you're going to start with just hands back and get the shape of your body. So your tailbone is down, the belly pulls in to protect the low spine, and shoulder blades wrap underneath your ribs. So this may be as far as it goes. This is a beautiful back bend. If this feels comfortable, you can take the same shape on your forearms. Shoulder blades under, heart lifts. There should be no compression in your low back because your navel is pulling into your spine. And if this feels good, then you go all the way back. But if you choose to do this, your knees need to be touching the floor. If you come all the way back, make sure your tailbone is long, pressing away from your shoulders. And then you can take opposite hand to opposite shoulder and also get a really lovely stretch on your shoulder girdle and the front of your chest. And this is a great opportunity with your heart open in a back bend to come back to the breath, come back to your center. You can come back to lengthening your exhale, which is very calming. When you feel that this is complete, another few breaths whenever you're ready. To lift out of the pose, you don't want to torque right and left. So you really want to press down into your forearms, use your core to lift straight up out of the pose and come back to seated. So you come back into your sit bones, spine is long, and then come over into a table pose. And just release the pressure on your knees by walking one foot back at a time and just rocking in and out of the heel. Noticing any sensation through the back of your hamstring, back of your knee. Do one leg and then the other. Just work it out. And then we're going to take this into a hip stretch. So walk your right foot off to the side, and we're going to come back down, sitting again inside the left ankle. Right toes toward the ceiling, and we're folding inside our left knee. Now this fold may come right here, and this is it. Or you walk your hands down as far as you can. Press into your palms to walk your chest back up. And we'll come back into table pose. Then left foot extends to the side. To really get an intense stretch through the inner hip, you're rotating your toes and knee toward the ceiling and then sit inside your right ankle. Then you take the fold to wherever the edge of your stretch is. Press into your palms, lift your chest. Come back into a table pose. And then straighten your legs into a down dog. Bring your right leg up to three-legged dog. Twisting core plank, right knee to your left shoulder, and then straighten your right leg on the floor to the left of your mat. And we're going to now stretch out the outer hip. So you're sinking all the way down onto this right hip. And then fold forward. You can bring your arms to a cactus if you can come all the way to your chest. So this stretches the outer hip. Pressing into your palms to lift your chest. Curl your left toes under. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, engage your core and bring this right knee back up into core plank. Then back to down dog. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Twisting core plank, left knee to your right shoulder. Straighten your leg. And then slide all the way down into this IT band outer hip. Your chest is going to come right down onto the floor if it can. You can use forearms if the floor seems like it's too far away. Lifting up. Swing both your feet forward. Take the bottom of your right foot into the inside of your left thigh. Now we have options here. You can stay at this, or bring your foot up into a half lotus pose at your left hip crease. But if you bring your foot up into your hip crease, make sure this right knee is grounded. Now if you're here, you can also bind with your right hand, swing it around your low back and grab your foot, your right foot. If it's not there, a strap or else hold your shirt. Then square your right shoulder forward, lift your left arm high. And we're folding forward, but we're reaching toward our left toes. So again, keeping the spine long. It doesn't matter how far into the fold you get. The health benefits of the pose are lengthening your spine and pulling your low spine out of your hips, creating space. Lifting up, and we'll switch sides. So right leg long. See how you feel. The instep of the left foot comes up into your inner thigh. Or you can try taking that half lotus pose, but the left knee presses into the floor. You can bind or not bind, totally up to you. Square your shoulders forward. Right arm to the ceiling, really long, so you're reaching from your right hip to your right fingertips, and then hinging forward at your hips, not your waist. Your back stays really long and straight. Lifting all the way up. Take the soles of both feet to the floor, knees bent, and roll onto your back. Take your shins parallel to the floor, so your knees are stacked right over your hips. Open your arms to a T, and then rotate both knees toward the left side of your mat. And make a couple of circles with your knees in both directions. And then place your knees on the floor and roll your right shoulder blade down onto your mat, and you look to your right hand. Long through your side waist, so your right hip is pushing down toward the bottom of your mat. Then come back to center. Both knees toward the right, and make a couple of big circles. Go in both directions. And then complete the twist. Roll your left shoulder blade onto the mat. You look to your left hand. Come back to center. Give yourself a nice big hug. Hugging the knees into your chest. Lift your forehead up into your knees. And then everything releases down for Shavasana. Legs are long. Arms open at an angle at your side. Once again, coming back to your breath. Begin to focus on the sensation of the breath moving through your nostrils. Feel your breath at the space between your right and left nostril, and notice the difference in the sensation of breathing in and the sensation of breathing out. Notice where in your body you feel the difference between an inhale and an exhale. And begin to focus the mind's awareness on that sensation. Every time the mind wanders, bring it back to the feeling of breathing in and breathing out. Gently begin to breathe to your belly, feeling your belly rise and fall with a few deep breaths. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, becoming aware of your body in space. Softening your knees. Roll to your right side, resting your head on your arm and just pausing for a moment. And then using the strength of your left hand to press yourself back to Sukhasana, easy seat. Bringing your palms together at heart center, coming back to your midline, that place of calm. Lift your forefingers to your third eye. Take a bow to your higher self. I honor each of you and thank you for letting me be of service. Namaste.